The contribution of traders to the soundness of the Gupta economy is quite impressive. Two distinctive types of traders called Sesti and Satvahana existed. Sesti was settled at a particular place and enjoyed an eminent position by virtue of his wealth and influence in the commercial life and administration of the place. The Sartavaha was a caravan trader who carried his goods to different places for profitable sale. Narada and Brihaspati describe the organization and activities of guilds. The Brihaspati Smriti refers to guilds rendering justice to their members and suggests that these decisions should by and large be approved by the king. Usury rent of money at an exorbitant rate of interest was in practice during the Gupta period. There are many ports that facilitated trade in the western coast of India, such as Kalyana, Kalyan, Chalput, the markets of Malabar, Mangalore, Salopatana, Nalapatana, and Bandopatana on the Malabar coast. It refers to Tamraliti in Bengal as an important center of trade on the eastern coast. The most notable groups of the rock-cut caves are found at Ajanta and Ellora, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. The Udayagiri caves, Odisha, are also of this type. The Great Boar Varaha at the entrance of a cave at Udayagiri. Two remarkable examples of Gupta metal structure are copper image of Buddha about 18 feet high at Nalanda in Bihar, the Sultanganj Buddha at 7.5 feet in height. Gupta pottery remains found at Adichatra, Rajgarh, Hastinapur and Bashar offered proof of excellence of pottery. The most distinctive class of pottery of this period is the redware. The Guptas made Sanskrit the official language and made all the epigraphic records were written in it. The Panini wrote Hastyayurveda and Patanjali wrote Mahabhashya on the topic. This period is particularly memorable for the compilation of the Amarakosa at the Sanskrit by Amarasimha. The Buddhist scholar from Bengal, Chandra Bhomia, composed a book on grammar called Chandra Vyakaranam. The earliest Buddhist works are in Pali, but in the later phase, Sanskrit came to be used. Most of the works of prose were passages in mixed Sanskrit. Aryadeva and Aryasanga of the Gupta period are the most notable writers. The first regular Buddhist work on logic was written by Vasubandhu. Vasubandhu's disciple Dignaga, also the author of many learned works. The Jaina canonical literature first took shape in Prakrit dialects. Sanskrit came to be the medium later. Within a short time, Jainism produced many great scholars, and by their efforts, the Hindu Itihasa and Puranas were recast in Jaina versions to popularize their doctrines. Vimala produced a Jaina version of Ramayana. Siddhasena Divakara laid the foundation of logic among the Jainas. Samudragupta had established his famous Kavi Raja. It is widely believed that his court was adorned by the celebrated Navaratnas like Kalidasa, Amarasimha, Vishakadatta and Dhanvantri. Kalidasa's famous dramas are Shakuntalam, Malavikagnimitram and Vikram Maurvashyam. The works of Sudraka, Mircha Katika, Vishakadatta, Mudra Rakshasa and Devi Chandraguptan and the lesser known dramatists and writers are also contributed to the literary and social values in classical age. Nalanda was an acclaimed Vihara, a large Buddhist monastery in the ancient kingdom of Magadha. The site is located about 95 kilometers southeast of Patna near the town of Bihar Sharif and was a center of learning from the 5th century CE to C 1200 CE. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Nalanda and Vikramishila, which are often characterized as India's early universities. Nalanda flourished under the patronage of Gupta Empire in the 5th and 6th centuries and later under Arshad, Emperor of Kannauj. Buddhism became popular in eastern India, patronized by the Palas of Bengal. Nalanda was ransacked and destroyed by the army of Mamluk dynasty of the Delhi Sultanate under the Bakhtiyar Khalji. Nalanda is now a tourism spot, uh, notable tourism destination, and a part of the Buddhist tourism circuit. The Surya Siddanta is written by Aryabhatta, belonging to the late 5th and early 6th century, examining the true cause of the solar eclipses. A calculation of the size of the Earth is very close to the modern estimation. He was the first astronomer to discover that Earth rotates on its own axis. He is also the author of Aryabhattiyam. Varahamihira's Brihat Samhita, 6th century CE, is an encyclopedia of astronomy, physical, geography, botany and natural history. His other works are Panch Siddanta and Brihat Jataka. Brahmagupta, late 6th and early 7th century, is author of important works on mathematics and astronomy, namely Brahmagupta Siddanta and Kandakadayaka. Metallic preparations for the purpose of medicine in references to the use of mercury and iron by Varahamihira and others indicate that much progress was made in chemistry. The Navanitakam was a medical work which is a manual of recipes, formulations and prescriptions. Hastyayurveda or the veterinary science authored by Palakapya attest to the advances made in medical science during the Gupta period. The last recognized king was Vishnu Gupta who reigned from 540 to 550 CE. Internal fighting and dissensions among the royal family led to its collapse. During the reign of a Gupta king, Buddha Gupta, the Vakataka ruler Narendra Sena of Western Deccan attacked Malwa, Meghala and Kosala. Later on, another Vakataka king, Harishena, conquered Malwa and Gujarat from the Guptas. During Skandas Gupta's reign, the grandson of Chandragupta II, the Huns invaded northwest India. He was successful in repulsing the Huns, but consequently his empire was drained of financial resources. In the 6th century CE, the Huns occupied Malwa, Gujarat, Punjab and Gandhara. As the Hun invasion weakened the Gupta hold in the country. Independent rulers emerged all over the north in like Yashodharman of Malwa, the Mauryaas of Uttar Pradesh, Maitrakas in Saurashtra and others in Bengal. The Gupta Empire came to be restricted to only Magadha. They did not focus on empire building and military conquest. At the beginning of the 6th century, the empire disintegrated and was ruled by many regional chieftains.